Welcome back, guys. Nightsparks here, and today we are playing Tales of Arise. So last episode, we fought a giant T-Rex in this circle thing here, and a load of dead people became water, and then went into these, like, what the fuck are these? Little drain pipes? Bit confusing how she planned all this out. Did she plan out the whole thing, the rebellion? I'm a bit confused, because this all went here, that worked out for her pretty well. So I'm not sure. And also, there's no castle here. So I'm not sure where her throne is. I assume this was the castle when we came up, but it kind of looks like a Colosseum, but then it also doesn't look anything like a fucking Colosseum, because like you'd expect chairs and shit, it's a big open area. So it's just a boss fight room. That's all it is. So I don't know where we're going at all. I don't know. We're going to a dock apparently, but I have no fucking idea where this magical dock is. So we're gonna go see what the fuck's here. No, they're just ruins. And where is this dock? I guess we could try here. Let's try here. Can I enter it? No, I can't. I need to fast travel here. So yeah, I don't know really what
we made it here in one piece.
Yeah, apparently so. Alright, let's go. So I'm hoping this is it. We've been here before. We came here and then discovered there was nothing here. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't activate the lift. We couldn't do shit. So I'm hoping the...
No, there's an elevator.
Oh, good. Alright. Oh, so it wasn't operational last time we were here. So good. That's why it continues the quest line. Oh!
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here.
No, it's not really underground.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably.
Work everywhere else.
Share about
You know.
Almandria.
I was kind of expecting a giant cruise ship or something, you know, like a luxury yacht, not really a old fucking cargo boat, but okay. No, they don't have voice acting. Great. And I won't call this underground. Sure, it's under the ground, but when you think of underground, you think of an actual cave. This is more edge of the ocean kind of... Oh.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Please speak.
Sorry, friend,
Yes.
but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind.
Oh, so that's
Damn,
not
got
her
blown
ship.
Away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Yeah, would love one.
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Well, you know he works at the
Spent
harbor.
most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We
Okay.
don't know how dangerous it'll be.
I don't know what they are.
You give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there. You been out on the water before?
No.
Ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll
We're
set
ready.
sail.
We are ready. Let's set sail. I like how they didn't voice him for that one line there. It's ridiculous. I like the boat's top, the bridge. It's pretty cool. The rest of it's pretty shit. So this isn't her ship. We're gonna probably see some badass warship, something or other. Oh.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's
Okay.
all ours.
We didn't really do much.
Sure.
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags.
Okay.
They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
Okay.
I know Mahalar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
I guess we're just gonna talk to people.
I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Let's have a look at the water. You know what? Not bad. I've seen worse water in games. Alright, so guess we'll talk to Law first. Hi Law, how you doing? We're so interested.
Inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever.
Kinda does. It's a big
My old
round
man
ball,
was
you know, the
blown away by
world.
this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done.
You wouldn't have
No matter
imprisoned
how much
him.
I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers.
What?
And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her?
I don't know.
I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alright, well, let's move on.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Okay.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alvin.
Alright, so that conversation. Law, thank you for that. We're gonna move on now. Anyone else? No. Sure, next. Hi. Yeah, what are you doing? Why does she look like she's crying? Oh, God. You're, for some reason, stroking your neck or your shoulder or something. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Everyone on my team's a mess.
Someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus.
You did?
How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor.
Okay.
Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
Okay.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, You could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
Okay.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes.
Yeah, and he's dead now.
300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
No.
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really...
I already kicked your
I'll
ass.
continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Okay. Nope, we're getting stuck. Alright, she's over there. Ringwell is the... The fuck's Ringwell doing with her arms? The fuck? Oh, no, I'm caught in a okay. I want to speak to him first. I mean her. Damn it. I skipped someone.
Do you think Law is okay?
Law's fine. He's an idiot.
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
He's fine. He's an idiot.
I think maybe I should apologize to him too.
Oh, for hit. Yeah,
I
totally.
should apologize to all of you, really.
I don't care.
Us too?
Well, I was kind of lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
Oh, we're fine. My main character's also an idiot.
Prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
Exactly.
But that's not what I mean.
I
Oh.
know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
We're gonna kill her. Be fine.
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen.
Okay.
I can't stop hating her.
Okay.
Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much.
Because people are assholes and
What to
people are
think
not.
anymore.
That's what
Law
free will
never
is.
said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law
Who
let
the fuck was
revenge
Ganabel?
slip, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Okay.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make.
He has terrible hair.
Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen.
Alright. Start standing like a person, okay?
Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way.
She's always a bit pissed off.
But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
She can't be touched by anyone, and it's terrible for her.
She can be a tough nut to crack.
Okay.
She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength.
She probably
Where did
hates
that
a lot
come
of
from?
people. I don't know. Probably hates a lot of people, you know.
I wonder how it feels. Not being able to hold another person's hand.
Mustn't be fun. Right, we're going to talk to her before we get dragged into another conversation. Hi, how you doing? I don't know why it dragged me into that conversation. Like, this person's also crying. I don't know why why Kia?
You don't look so good.
Oh no, she's just
Are you all right?
boat sick.
The
Oh,
floor.
seasick.
It keeps moving.
Yeah.
How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah.
She's a
And
psychopath.
it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule.
I remember.
Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's
Wait a
even
minute.
messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in,
Yeah.
it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves.
Oh.
I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before,
Well, we could. Yeah.
is there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
Oh, we'll sort it
You
out.
have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
She looks so good with the
You
sunglasses
and
on.
Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
So they wanna fuck.
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think
Oh.
I'm getting seasick again. Sorry.
Good excuse.
Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Okay, well, I think I was seasick when I was very, very young, and I think that was at the Lake District, but I'm not 100% because I was fucking very young. So you guys just chilling? Yeah, I want to talk to you guys instead. Oh, fuck it, let's go talk to her.
any much further, you'll go overboard.
Not even leaning over. The fuck you talking about? Might lose your sunglasses.
Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think.
Okay.
This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia.
That's just
But
biomes.
Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
We've not achieved that yet, but
You
I hope
sure
to
have
one day.
changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too.
Okay.
But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it.
Completely agree.
So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed.
Racism is ignorance. Oh, are they gonna... oh! They're gonna kiss? Something gonna happen? Oh, what's happening here?
You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
It's like, I don't like it.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
Can we zoom out? I want a picture of the boat while they're doing this. Oh, what?
Do you
Aw.
still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
It's very fucking annoying. Why do I have the mask? Who gave me the mask? Why does it kind of match my armor?
Well,
Not really, but it, yeah.
it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can...
What was wrong? What's going on?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise.
Just like, wow, you know?
You're right, though. It'll all be over soon.
Because we'll die. Because this
I
boat's
never
gonna
could
hit
have
the
made it this far on my own.
iceberg.
I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
She's like, yeah, I got a
Yeah.
friend.
We are.
Oh, are we zooming out? We get the zoom out image I want. Ooh, baby. If it cuts away, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, fuck, it's not going to go any further, is it? Nope, it's not. I'm devastated.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch
We're done now,
I'll
Alphen.
ask Malabar.
It's gonna magically appear off the side of the boat. We're like, oh shit, there it is. We didn't really... I guess it's just so if you don't have full energy.